That's right. Back to Nintendo's today. 2 of untested. Are they truly untested? Who knows? Let's jump right in and see what we're working with. We've got a DS Lite first. Those battery connectors are looking a little bit dodgy if I don't say so myself. And they are out, so let's pop them back in.
Let's grab a battery. There we go.
And look at that, it turns right on with battery, but we've got some issues with some dead pixels on the screen. Easy enough. I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's see if it reads my favorite game. It doesn't look happy with it. That's alright, we'll come back to that one, I reckon. Let's check out the next console, which is a 3DS. Let's see if it turns on. It didn't want to turn on, so let's chuck it on charge. And it doesn't want to charge either. Okie dokie then. Okay, so it is charging through the charging dock. Now the reason we're going to use the charging dock is because rather than charging through the pins, once you lock it in and it's in place, charges through those things, contact the outside goldy bits rather than the pins in the middle. Let's open it up and see if we can see anything wrong with the charging port. Sometimes it's just as simple as the solder holding the port in is cracked, broken, whatever, and therefore it's not making a good connection. Just got to get through the excessive amount of screws holding this back cover in before we can pop it open, unhook that little tab for the shoulder button, and then we can see. Now that looks good to me, and it's not moving. And it doesn't look too bad from that end either, so I'm a little bit confused by this. Charging ports are pretty straightforward to replace on these things, so I'm going to pull one. This is a donor board. I'm going to pull one off because I don't have any brand new ones. Checking the prices online for brand new ones lately, they are so much more expensive than I remember, so I'm just going to opt for the second hand one. Let's get the current one out so we can swap it over. Right, the ports are replaced. Savage that owners before me carved their name into the shell. You're going to have to replace that top piece and the bottom piece. So if you're out there, Haley, there is better ways to label your console in future. Anyway, I got more second-hand parts to deal with this, so it's still a little scratched up, but it doesn't have someone's name carved into it, so it's going to do the job. I'm going to remove this top piece that's been vandalized, and then we can rebuild the whole thing all over again and hope everything is all good. just got a new lens to put on the top screen so it looks nice and pretty and scratch free.
It was at this moment he knew he f***ed up.
And I've done messed it up myself by trying to remove the protective layer with tweezers. Yay! Note to self, do not use tweezers next time around. That's plastic seal number 1 and number 2. Look at that, much nicer when you don't scratch it on install. That's one down. Just before we start on the other one, quick word from our sponsor, PCBWay. Need high quality PCBs fast? PCBWay has you covered. From simple prototypes to full scale production, they offer precision manufacturing, vibrant solder mask options, and rigorous quality control, all at competitive prices. Plus, with instant online quotes and worldwide shipping, getting your boards has never been easier. Whether you're an engineer, a hobbyist, or a startup ready to launch, PCBWay turns your ideas into reality quickly, affordably, and reliably. And in addition to this, they also have a web store where you can find awesome tools, toys, and merch. I'll leave a link in the description below. Alright, Mr. 3DS is all done and happily sitting in his charging cradle. Let's go back to the DS, find out what else is wrong with it along with these dead pixels, and hopefully we got 2 working consoles by the end of this. There is a big scratch on the screen as well. May as well do the digitizer while I'm in there doing the screen. It always amazes me how the screens manage to get those kind of scratches on them in the first place. Like, are you playing the games using tweezers? Honestly. And I've just realised as well, this is actually a screen protector on there. So that digitizer might have been okay. And if that isn't the best advert for that kind of screen protector, I don't know what is. Anyway, let's continue operation, replace lower screen, and hopefully not run into any other problems inside. For comparison, new versus old, you can still see the dead pixels in the back of the old screen. And remember, whenever replacing a bottom screen of one of these, insulate it. If you don't do that and you turn it on, you risk blowing something up. My go-to back screen insulation is electrical tape. And while we've got it open, we may as well throw some new button pads in there because they're nice and cheap, and we'll renew that button pressing ability for quite some time. Alright, so I think it's glaringly obvious that this new bottom screen we've put on the DS Lite is a completely different shade to the top screen. It's always the risk you run with these aftermarket Chinese parts. To me, that difference is too much. I'm going to replace that screen again. Right, here we are, second screen. Let's see the colour difference this time around. Ooh, I think it's good. They both look nice and white in the background. So I'm going to call these both Dunsky. They're both done. Yes, the untested turned out to be maybe truly untested this time, as neither of them were too difficult to do, which is always good. Bit of a win. Yes, I guess if you're wondering what all these ones in the background are, those ones there, they're on the to-do list. Video for them soon, if I can manage to work it out. Still burn out.